Today we're going over the 1-card Lucina combo for the Elfnote Angelechy deck that I have. It's pretty linear, pretty straightforward, gets you everything you need, gets you a hand rip, the full Angelechy combo on the board, it gives you a Chaos Angel, and it gives you full Elfnotes as well. So with that being said, let's get into it. We're going to start with our Lucina. After they say they don't have anything on summon, we'll go add, we add our Power Patron, then we'll go normal summon Power Patron, go into our level 7, we'll activate Power Patron's effect, we will search Tania. Now we'll go Strelitzia, special summoning the Power Patron back, and that will get us into our level 8, which is our Null Gainer, which the Null Gainer will search us our Witness. So now that we have Witness in hand, we're just going to go full chess right now. So we're going to go special this because the summoning requirements are met. On summon, activate its effect. It's going to give us a level 2 token because we are placing these two in the back row. And then we're going to go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, which that will add us our spell and our trap. And then here, because we have 2 light monsters, a level 8 and a level 2, we're going to go into a Chaos Angel, which is just a pure light Chaos Angel, but with that effect, all our synchro monsters are unaffected by our opponent's monster's effect, so it's pretty good. And then now where we're at, we'll go Null Gainer's effect, we will special summon back this guy onto the field. Cool thing here is the monster that we're about to go into isn't limited by the effect of Null Gainer, so with that being said, we're going to go into it. And we bring out our Ultimaya. Our Ultimaya will be activated after we place this guy, which will cheat out our Crystal Wing. So now we're in a phenomenal spot. We have our Light Chaos Angel, we have our Crystal Wing, we have 2 Floodgates, we have this guy on the field that's going to be used for fodder later, and we're just overall in a good spot, right? So with where we're at, we're going to go Tania, Tania's effect, which will place Welcome Home. We'll activate this guy, effect, we'll send this, we will special out our Enlisted, and we will also place our 3rd one to where now all our Angelechy cards are protected. So now we're going to go into a level 8, which is Omega. We activate Omega's effect to hand rip them. So we've already done a hand rip, they have 4 cards left in hand, and we have all of this on board still. So now we go Welcome Home, sending this, which will special out Regina. On summon effect, Regina will special out Fortuna. Then Fortuna, we will place the trap. Then here we will use the trap, sending Fortuna to special out our Power Patron. And then now we'll activate the Power Patron's effect. We will go into June Pride, Regina's effect, get back to hand. Then we'll activate June Pride. That'll go back to our extra deck. That'll special out Lucina from the deck and our Power Patron, right? Then we will go Synchro into 7. And yeah, this is pretty much the board. With this board, we end with a limit on how many monster effects they can use. We end with a burn for every time they activate an effect and it resolves. We end with a protection of all our Angelechy cards. With an on-field Omni, a monster Omni, a spell and trap Omni, protection of the center zone. We end with Regina in hand, which is just more Elfnote plays. We have our Light Chaos Angel, and then we have everything in the grave, and we hand ripped them. So, and then we'll have 4 additional cards in hand if needed, and most of the time they're not going to be hand traps. They're probably going to be more engine, to where you could probably go a little bit further with this board. But I just wanted to play it as a 1-card combo so you guys can see where this ends, you know what I mean? So overall, this is like a really good end board. I would say 99.9% of the time I've ended on this board, I've won the game. Like, actually can only think of 1 game that I've lost where I've ended with this board, and it was against Sky Striker, which was kind of crazy. They just kind of had everything. So they could definitely play through the 2 spells, plus this really didn't affect them much. Once they got rid of my 2 negates and then this, they were able to just get rid of everything. So it was a difficult game, but overall, usually if you end with this board, you're gonna win. I would say too, the 1-card Lucina combo probably loses to like Nib the hardest out of all of the combos, because if you start with Medius is in the grave, and you can just get rid of the token and continue to play. With Lucina, you use your normal summon off the rip, and then there's a couple moments that are really strong to nib and to like place a token in the center zone. But overall, like they kind of have to nib you at a perfect spot, and there's a couple of those. So, but also nib is not very prevalent in this format, so we don't really have to worry about that too much. But usually, starting with maybe 2 or 3 starters, you kind of end with this board almost every time. Like I've noticed going first, this deck just plays through hand traps, and you can just set up the craziest boards. The thing that hurts this deck the most by far is Fua and Perulia. I learned that this past week. It just Fua and Perulia together, it's just kind of like an auto lose. You can't really set up much without giving them a ton of draws. But there was one game that I played through Perulia. I gave them 3 draws, and my end board ended up being Lucina in the center zone. I had the spell and the trap on the field, and then I also had Regina in hand. So, oh, and then I had 4 other cards in hand. So I had 4 hand traps, so I had 4 interactions. I had the spell and the trap, which it doesn't really matter because I didn't have, actually I did, I had Sterility in the Grave. So the trap was live if I could get it out. I had Regina, so I had a lot of plays, and I actually ended up winning that game, and it looked like the most bare, I've never had that little on board, and was able to win, which is nice. So this deck definitely could do a lot. If there's any other 1-card combos you guys want me to share, let me know, because I'm practicing them a lot. The biggest thing that I need to do is really practice my Fua and my Perulia lines, because even just 1 Fua really hurts. And actually, this last locals that I went to, I got Fua off the rip. I activated Thrust, placed a spell, and I totally spaced on Thrust, not being able to, like you not being able to activate it at the same turn. And it kind of just put me in a mind space to where I was just like, oh, then I'm just gonna play, and then I just kept giving him draws, and I gave him way too many draws. I could have set up such a bare, like I could have set up such a bare board, used Thrust to place the trap, and then pass turn, and I would have been totally fine. But my mindset just got flustered. So that's another thing. Make sure you slow down. Don't let little things fluster you. But overall, this deck definitely can play through Fua and Perulia and put up a decent board. It just really depends on what you start with. But overall, if you get to this end board where you hand rip them, you're essentially going to double hand rip them if you get a Mega off, because you're going to get Tania off, and then you're going to rip them again on their turn. So it's pretty much always going to be a double hand rip if you get Omega on the field. I'm just rambling at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. I'm going to start making more of these combo videos where I put more of the combos together. But as of right now, this and the Medius are the 2 combos that I have on the channel. Also, with this camera view that I have right here with what's going on, I broke my other camera on a job the other day, and it's currently getting, like I sent it out for repairs. So hopefully I get that back in the next week or so. If not, this is going to be my like camera angle for the foreseeable like future for the next couple weeks, which isn't terrible. But actually, it might fit, because if I make a video on the road, it'll just be the same setup. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys had a good day, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.